What's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 2 of the Blxxk Anime podcast, where we discuss anime, manga, culture, basically everything in between. You got Aaron here, or the Lost Homie.
How you guys doing? Bo here.
And, today you're about to get into a few topics, but, Bo, how's your day been, man?
Day's been fine. It's Friday that we're recording this. It'll probably be Saturday when we put the episode out. But yeah, today was good. Just a long week. Just happy it's over. Ready to have the weekend to read manga. Hopefully watch some anime if I get the time. But everything's been cool. How about you?
It's been good. It's been good. I mean, it's been kind of slow. I was trying to put some videos out on my YouTube today, but this whole week, but
it's slow.
It's slow. Like this Wi-Fi just garbage, and so it's just been tough, getting this stuff out. But it's even tough getting up on anime because a lot of stuff doesn't start this week.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of the major animes aren't starting this week, so I mean, I don't really got much to watch right now. I've been rewatching stuff. You know what I mean? So
watching some stuff you're interested in.
Talking about that, what have you been watching and reading this week, man?
So I haven't been watching much, but as you know, I'm an avid manga reader. So something that updated this week, like Promised Neverland updated today, so I read that earlier. Tokyo Shinobi Squad, which is like a newer anime, that uploads over the weekends, I think, like Saturday or Sunday. So I read that. So I've been reading, Promised Neverland, Tokyo Shinobi Squad, Samurai 8 didn't update unless I missed it, but Samurai 8, I'm really excited for that. So I think it's probably about like 18 or 20 chapters now.
You kept telling me to read that one. You said it's gonna be high. You said it's gonna be high.
I'm pretty sure it's done by the creator of Naruto.
You did tell me. So. And I mean, I know that Naruto is definitely probably a better manga for me than the anime. So I mean, I one day I'm gonna pick up that manga, and then one day
I'm gonna hold him to it. But so I'm reading Samurai 8, but I'm pretty sure that didn't update unless I missed it. Black Clover updated today, and I actually didn't read it, so I gotta read that. 7 Deadly Sins, an update came out like earlier this week, so I read that. That was cool because it was like that update. If I'm spoiling it, I'm gonna talk about 7 Deadly Sins. So if you didn't read it yet, don't listen to this part, I guess. But the 7 Deadly Sins part, this update was like a side story kind of about Escanor, like Lion Sin, and like how he joined 7 Deadly Sins. And
you can stop right there. Stop right there because they put in the anime. I don't care about getting spoiled, but
facts. But some people matter.
Actually, I was on Twitter, and this dude I watch on YouTube, Afro Senju or whatever. He was talking about the Attack on Titan manga.
Yo,
and I know you read that, so like
I'm behind though. So that's the thing. So I follow a few people on Twitter. There's actually one guy I follow, really dope guy. I want to get him on the show. He was like posting a lot about like the manga that just like the newest update, and apparently the newest update went crazy.
The way the guy was talking about it, he was like, it brings everything together. There's no more secrets, all crazy. That. And what I mean, I'm anime only, and that made me kind of want to pick up the manga. I was like, maybe I need to open the book a little bit.
The people I follow on Twitter were like the anime onlys work right now, looking at their TL and stuff. I was like, damn.
This man I follow the Afro Century dude. He posted it like 4 times talking about the final. He was like, when this gets animated, this might become my best anime, my favorite anime to ever exist. And I'll be honest, if you're lying to yourself if you don't already put AOT in your top 5.
Yeah, AOT is fun.
And I mean, I understand nostalgia and stuff like that, but if you put a true critical, like you really look at it, AOT top 5. Now, if everybody hyping this up, the way they hyped it up, they real.
That's what I'm saying. They was talking about like it was crazy. I gotta catch up on it. So yeah, guys. Hopefully I catch up on AOT. I can talk about that a little bit later. But that it looks fire. Like I'm kind of excited to read it.
Make me think I want to read it.
But my father about to ask, what are you watching?
Oh yeah, the only two I've watched this week are 2 Hulu. Not Hulu exclusive, but basically Hulu exclusive. Is one's called The Cautious Hero. And another one's called After School Dice Club. Cautious Hero is like it's a regular isekai transporter to another world anime. Okay. And it's interesting for the most part, but I don't know, man. Like we will talk about it a little later, but I don't know, man. And then After School Dice Club, it's a slice of life, but
I like slice of life.
It's not. I don't know. So I've watched a few other like sites like this that are like about games, and there's one that's about like a buzzer beater or question show, something like that. That's fire though. I forget what it's called right off the top of my head, but it's fire. But this one, I'm just not feeling it. It's just tropey, and it's not tropey in a good way. And actually, that brings us into our topic of the day, which we're going to be starting today. Every week, we have a topic of the day. Something we talk about. We might change the name, whatever, but every week we have a topic of the day. And today's topic is we're going to talk about the best streaming site exclusive anime. Now, for something to be a streaming site exclusive anime, it has to only release on that streaming site. And I'm not talking about like bootleg sites because I know if you listen, you might watch Kiss Anime.
Kiss Anime. Go Anime.
Go Anime.
We're not counting those.
No. We're taking out Crunchyroll and what's it called? Funimation. We're taking out the Crunchyroll and Funimation sites because those are basically, aren't they both Japanese too?
I mean, no, Crunchyroll is like US based.
US based, but I feel like they are specifically anime streaming sites.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're not counting those.
So we're just focused on Netflix, Amazon, and Hulu.
Yeah. So those are only three, and so that means they have to be, even if they're not made by those companies, they have to be licensed by them, so they only release on those.
Yeah.
So talking about the two I saw, I think for me they'd probably be my on my Hulu worst list. But for the best streaming site exclusive anime, each streaming site that we talked about has good anime. So we can hit Amazon first. So the best Amazon anime is by far, from what I know, from what I've seen, is Made in Abyss and Vinland Saga.
Yeah, agreed. I haven't seen Vinland Saga, but I know that both those two are not on Hulu and Netflix. So the fact that they're on Amazon, Made in Abyss when it came out was a banger. Like, Made in Abyss did not miss from beginning to end.
Not at any time.
Yeah, it was like the pacing was amazing. The plot, character development was crazy. I kind of wish another season did not come out for that. Right?
Not yet. The movie came out. I
didn't watch that movie.
I haven't heard any news about a second season. But then again, if the movie covered everything, because neither of us have seen it yet.
Yeah.
We're behind, so we're sorry about that. I mean, next time we talk about Made in Abyss, we'll have both seen the movie.
Yeah.
But like we're behind that. But if they do come out with a second season. Actually, no, not if they do. They need to come out within the second season. If the movie doesn't cover it, they need to come out with the second season because.
I need to know what's up with I forget the guy's name that introduced it. Then was like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about the
Guardian or whatever.
Yeah, we need to figure out what happened with everything with the girl in the city next to the abyss. I need to see her get stronger. That's my worst trait when it comes to anime, man. When I get attached to a character, it's clips. Especially in anime, we got animes like Gurren Lagann and like the animes like that where you get attached, and then it's just and then they either never make another season, and all you Bleach fans probably going like, oh yeah, I know exactly what you talk about because Bleach, y'all never get another season. Y'all never get another season.
I read the manga for Bleach though. I finished it off.
But you never get in the anime. And you know what? And they never making a game for it either.
So the anime only.
I mean, you know what?
That manga's amazing.
Bleach is fire. I just haven't finished it.
Bleach is the most disrespected of the big three.
It is.
For sure.
All right. So, but the worst for Amazon, I don't know.
Yeah, I have Amazon Prime.
I have Amazon Prime, but I haven't watched enough of Amazon Prime to know what's good or bad. Well, what's bad. I've only seen the good ones, which it says like Made in Abyss, Vinland Saga, and it's actually a few other ones I've heard are really good and on Amazon Prime that are exclusively on Amazon Prime. Than Hulu, Netflix. So I can't really say what's bad about it. I just know Amazon Prime has an amazing catalog. But moving on to like Netflix. Now Netflix, we're gonna make a decision on which is the best at the end. But right now, for me, I don't know. For original anime, like anime copyrighted by Netflix, Netflix got everybody beat, and it's like not just
like the originals.
This original Netflix. So my favorites from Netflix. And this listen along, so I move through it. Castlevania.
Okay.
Now Castlevania, they come out with another season soon. Not soon, but they come out another season. And the guy who made Castlevania is thinking about redoing Berserk on Netflix as an original. Wow. So if they do that,
I didn't even know about
it's clips. Violet Evergarden, Slice of Life, banger, almost cried. Banger. Like 2 or 3 times. Fire.
Animation's amazing.
Dumb. Children of the Whales.
Slept on banger.
Slept on. I've been trying to tell so many people. First of all, the thing is, Castlevania, Violet Evergarden, Children of the Whales, and I'll throw in Dumb Man Crybaby too. All different types of animation, right? For the most part, all amazing. All amazing. And I'm gonna say right now, I'm an animation lover. Like I love the way something looks. It gotta be. I'm not even saying it has to be the best, like high tier. You know what I mean? Because older animation looks amazing still. Like talk about Trigun and Cowboy Bebop, Rurouni Kenshin. Like they still look amazing. But when you have like the ability, like especially Netflix, to have these 4 titles under your belt, and they're all differently animated, and they all look beautiful, amazing, and like artwork, which anime is, but it's art. Another C for is art. You have the Adventures of Sinbad, which is a spinoff of Magi. Knights of Sidonia, which is an all CG, which is probably the only all CGI anime that I actually like besides Demon Slayer. Knights of Sidonia has 1 season. Okay. I don't even know if it's going to the 2nd season. You have Forest of Piano, which is a music anime, slice of life, banger. Little Witch Academia. And I know y'all sleeping on that. Y'all like that's a kids anime. Nah, you better click on that. You better watch that. You got 7 Deadly Sins, of course. Then you have
7 Deadly
Sins, of course.
It's not on Amazon or Hulu.
No.
Oh wow, yeah.
Well, it's Netflix. I
read the manga for that. Amazing. Like I talked about it earlier.
Yeah. And then we got Carolyn Tuesday, another music anime. I watched this when it came out on Kiss Anime for the sub. Don't laugh, I was bored over the summer and I clicked. I was on Kiss Anime and I clicked it, and then I found out it was coming on Netflix, and I'm like,
yo. Random sidebar. Did you know that Kiss Anime has an iPhone app?
It does.
Bro, I promise I'm about to show you right now.
I don't know if we should be talking this on here. We do not endorse piracy. We do not endorse that.
Please pay for a streaming site. Pay for Crunchyroll.
Or get your friend to pay for it. Use it, or your parents or something. But we do not advocate that. I will I will be looking at that app later. Support the artists. Support the animation studios. All right.
Buy the manga. Don't use sites. If you can. Buy the manga.
We should go. Okay. So the next one, Hero Mask, which is Netflix original. Love it. It's a detective one. I love it. Series of the Jaeger.
Series of the Jaeger was nice.
Nice. Really nice. Much better than I thought it was going to end up being.
Yeah, same,
much better. Same. And that's all the ones I have for Netflix. What about you?
So a lot of those same ones you said. The Sinbad one, just to comment on that. It was cool. It was cool to finally see it animated because I read the manga from Magi, and there was also like a manga for the spinoff that I read. So it was cool to see like that animated. For me, I had Chosen of the Whales as well. I had Cannon Busters. It just felt right to talk about it. The plot of the storyline may not be the best, and I didn't even finish Cannon Busters yet. I'm just like busy with school and stuff, but just the fact that like it's about LaShawn McCoy, same guy right hand on the Boondocks, like just seeing a black man, a black person.
And I would say this, Cannon Busters definitely has. First time I watched it, it gives you that older anime vibe.
Yeah, it does.
Like,
and
the main character gives you that Spike Spiegel. Like, I see it feels like. For me, I didn't put it on my list because one, I haven't. Well, not because I haven't finished it, but like as I'm watching, I don't know. I haven't gotten that attachment yet.
That's fair.
And that's fair. That for me, that's why it's not on my list. I can see why it would be on people's list though.
Yeah.
And just like the whole made by a black guy.
Like what it does for the culture.
Yes, it's like for the culture, and I mean, I'm not saying it's only for black people. But what I'm saying is, well, I'm not saying you are either.
Yeah,
but I mean, for the listeners out there, it's like, supporting, like smaller voices.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
and like seeing more representation and stuff.
Really important. So that's great. What else you got in there?
Violet Evergarden I really love the animation on that. I am big on animation, and I think now I just want to comment on the fact that like, because I see it a lot in like the Twitter sphere, like on Twitter, like the anime community and stuff. Like, I just feel like some people are like, and like rightfully so, like, if they want to judge anime however they want to judge, that's fine. But like some people are just like super like intense on like judging anime as like good or bad or mid. And, like, for me, it's just like, bro, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Yeah. Like that's it. Like you'll enjoy something, and like you'll say it. Like I see people talk about it on Twitter, and people will respond like ripping them in half as a
Yeah.
person. I'm like, yo, bro,
and
relax.
my thing is this. So like, I'll let it known. I'm not the biggest Naruto fan.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Naruto fan, and I don't like Black Clover as an anime. I know the manga's heat. I know the manga's heat, but I don't like Black Clover as an anime. And but my thing is, you'll never see me rip it. Like I saw somebody talking about Mob Psycho 100's animation versus Demon Slayer and Mob Psycho's is better. Da, da, da. And I'm like, but y'all gotta understand, they're two different styles. And we haven't talked about Mob Psycho on here, but Mob Psycho is a GOAT. But anyway, we haven't talked about Mob Psycho on here, but Mob Psycho's animation is just a different level. Season 1 is great. Yeah, animation wise. Season 2 takes it through the roof.
There's 2 seasons for that.
Yes, there is. How are you behind this man? But season 2 takes it through the roof, and then but thing is, it's different than Demon Slayer. Mm-hmm. Demon Slayer is that perfected, drawn CGI work that you don't see very often, right? Mob Psycho, I believe, is more drawn than CGI, and it's just done so well. And they're both done well in their own lanes. And the thing is, you can like something more than something else without downing the other thing.
Exactly.
And I feel like people don't think about that too much. But
yeah, Seven Deadly Sins as well. Reading the manga, love it. Sirius Diego, we talked about. Be the Beginning was good.
Really great fight scenes.
Yeah, really great fight scenes. I think they kind of combined like 2 plots in one.
Yeah, it was confusing.
Yeah, a little bit confusing.
But the animation was good
but
too.
It was still good. Like I still enjoyed watching it.
And that one fight scene, I don't know if y'all have seen that, but that one fight scene with them two in the water, and it was like fighting between the water drops.
Like, yeah.
That joint was hard. That was hard.
Yeah, so it did a good job with that. And then I put on Neo Yokio, and again, people probably are gonna rip Neo Yokio, which is, and like rightfully so. Like Neo Yokio doesn't do anything special.
Trash.
It's not, like to be honest, it's not supposed to, stand up there with the goats, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I think if you watch it and don't take it too serious, you just kind of throw it on if you're bored or whatever.
Yeah, see,
that's utility.
So when I first watched Neo Yokio, right, I was like, yo, this is garbage. This is a dumpster fire trash. You got Jaden Smith voicing the main character.
It was lit though. That's what made it lit.
And then they had Desus and Mero, as the side character. Like, and like if you watch it critically,
and the main character Black.
If you watch it critically, you're gonna hate it.
You're gonna hate
it. But if you go back and you look at Neo Yokio, right, and you look at it as a comedy, you don't look at it as serious, you will find yourself cracking up, man.
Yeah, I think
I think I'll probably rewatch it like once every 2 or 3 months when I'm like bored and I just throw it on in the background, and it is hilarious. Really? It is like Neo Yokio. I think there's only 3 or 4 comedy anime that's actually made me laugh, and Neo Yokio is one of them.
Wow.
Neo Yokio is hilarious. Like when you go back and read, just not take it for what it is. Yeah. It's hilarious. I would never put it in any top of my list.
1,000%.
But it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the try.
Like
the try for doing it. Right? Yeah, doing it. You know what I mean? Because not everybody wants to go into an arena that Americans don't really go into except for VA. And you know what I mean? Well, voice acting. But even though each of these have good anime, they all still have bad ones. Like we said, for Amazon, neither of us really know because we don't watch it. But for Netflix, the worst Netflix originals for me is one Ultraman. Now I'll say Ultraman because the animation is horrible, and it was.
I didn't try that.
Cliche. It was cliche to the worst. Really? Like I didn't like. I mean, I know it's like a remake or something like that. I'm pretty sure the old one's probably fire.
Yeah.
This remake, not good. Sword Guy. I didn't like it. I got through like 3 episodes. I was bored out of my mind.
And then I stopped and then I tried again.
Cyborg 009, same thing. It
just wasn't it.
It just was boring. It wasn't like that. And then there was Last Hope. Last Hope was a dumpster fire.
Was not hit.
It was a dumpster.
I tried
first of all, the CGI in that is so bad.
I like mecha anime too.
The CGI in that is so bad. Like, it is hilariously bad.
Wait, Last Hope has the mecha, right?
Yes. Yeah, mech and like the CGI. I think the same one. And it's like Earth is being like taken over by like animal mechs or something like and like all I can think of in the scene in my head is like the dude standing on the car like and it's just like hilarious bad. And then for Hulu, the worst ones for Hulu is Arafuda. And the problem with Arafuda is, so my friend, he reads the manga for it.
Okay.
And the news about it is the people who animated Airfuda from the manga did not do it page for page. You know what I mean? Like they skipped around and they skipped parts and like that. So right now the anime, yeah, like they crafted their own story. So a lot of people who read the manga were mad when they found that out, and even my friend, he was kind of mad because he reads the manga and was like, it would, for a lot of things, would make more sense. One, if they did it by the manga, and then two, it would have been a more complete and better series if they had done it. Airfuda is just, it's like it's tropey, but it's tropey bad. Like you hear me use the word trope a lot. And a trope is like something a character does in a lot of different animes and like that. And every anime has its tropes. So, but there's some anime does it in a bad way. Like the reason why I don't like Black Clover is because like the first 20 episodes, you have the main character, the shonen trope. You have the shonen battle anime trope where you have the main character, get loud and screaming and yelling every episode, and that's like it's a trope, and I feel like they did it untastefully. Like he gets better near the around season 3-ish or something like that. After he goes demon, I know he gets better, but it was hard for me to get through the first part. But Airfuda is just like you watching, you're just nothing matters. Nothing matters. He's always gonna win.
Maybe I'll
There's
try
no
the
stakes.
manga.
Nothing matters. Well, try the manga. I think you'll like it. But the best thing is not the best thing, but the next thing is what's the best streaming site for exclusive anime?
Like,
in your opinion?
I know.
We already know the answer.
That's the thing. Like, I think in terms of just like we just talked about, like most of your list came from Netflix. So like, I think like if you're just looking for like say there's an anime show that you can't find on Amazon, can't find on Hulu, Netflix would probably be your best bet. And like Netflix has been doubling down on anime. Like obviously, like everybody knows it. Which could be, some people see it as good, some people see it as bad, but yeah, like Netflix does have some nice enjoyable anime. Amazon, I'm gonna say Netflix for now. Amazon probably has. I'll have Amazon Prime. That's the thing. So
we can always watch it, but like
catalog.
We can watch it together someday. But Amazon has the bangers. Made in Abyss, Vinland Saga, and some other ones I've heard are really good.
Yeah, like when I skimmed through before the episode, I did see some bangers.
Yeah, but Netflix is just consistently pumping out bangers.
Yeah, and Hulu does have a bigger catalog than this.
But exclusively. Somewhat exclusively.
That's true.
Is Netflix. Netflix take the cake easily. Now, if we're talking about I feel like this is a harder one. Which is worse? Because it's between Hulu and Amazon. And I'm sorry, worse for me is Hulu. Even though we don't know what Amazon has, but worse for me is Hulu. I'm gonna say Hulu did show Demon Slayer, even though it's not an exclusive. I'm gonna point out there because Demon Slayer was on I believe Funimation and Crunchyroll, but it was also on Hulu, but it wasn't on Netflix or Amazon.
And Hulu does have My Hero Academia.
Hulu does have My Hero Academia.
I don't know if Amazon does. Let me check right now.
But my thing is, all I'm saying is, if we're talking about exclusivity. If we're talking about exclusivity, Hulu has the worst.
Bro, they got My Hero Academia though.
Okay.
Oh, exclusivity.
Exclusivity.
I have no idea that word.
Exclusivity. Hulu got the worst. Amazon got to take the cake. Just Made in Abyss was nominated for Best Anime of the Year award.
That was a banger.
Best Anime of the Year. No. All right. Best Anime of the Year. What? And Amazon has the movie. Amazon has two heroes on it.
No, but this is on the. You have to pay. You have to rent. You have to pay to like.
Either way. But this we endorse legal. We endorse legal anime. We would never. Just to be clear, we endorse legal anime.
Did not send nobody for this show.
We did not. But yeah, I feel like it has to be Amazon. I feel like Netflix, Amazon, Hulu. So, but. We take away exclusivity, we talk about category wise, Netflix is the worst. Because Netflix is the worst because everything besides its exclusives on Netflix is on Hulu and Amazon.
Yeah.
So Netflix, if you're looking for a streaming site who is going to give you your best bang for your buck, right?
Mm-hmm.
It has to be Amazon. Amazon. It has to be Amazon. That's my final answer.
You think so?
That's my final answer. Amazon.
Best bang for your buck. Again, I was only talking about anime. Just seeing. Man, we don't even have the prices pulled. Prices don't really matter. Let's just assume they're all the same price. Yeah, definitely probably between Amazon and Hulu. Like just for like a strictly anime watcher. If I knew more about Amazon's catalog, because like I said, you know more than me, I'd probably go with you. But because I know Hulu's catalog, I would just say Hulu. Just because I know more of it.
I like from like the quick look over I did for Amazon. Amazon just has like everything. A lot.
It did have some good stuff when you were mentioning, but I think again, can't go wrong. Just watch more anime.
But however way you get your anime, just watch it. Just however way you get it.
We're not endorsing it.
I'm just saying.
We're just saying.
However way you get it.
You know, get it how you can. Get it how you live.
All right. So we actually something that we want to talk about, which is like I said, we talk about anime culture and like that, and by culture we mean anime culture, but then we also mean we're two black men. We also mean black culture. So when we see something we feel like is something that needs to be exemplified, we talk about it. So today we got a cultural win, and it's a show called Raising Dion, which is on Netflix. And if you paying attention, there's been a trailer for this movie. What they've been talking about this movie for show. They've been talking about the show for about 3 years now. Like there's been, if you're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, I feel like it's been everywhere social media wise. Yeah. Talking about it, it's about a black kid who has superpowers and is a single mom and stuff like that. And I mean, like we're not endorsed by Netflix and stuff like that, but we feel like culturally that this is. I mean, if you're, I mean, for that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
especially like you said, us being two black men, like seeing a black kid, in that situation, like it's just dope. Mm-hmm. Seeing that fact that it's his black mom raising him, trying to teach him how to like control his powers. Seems very dope. Michael B. Jordan's like executive producing it. I think. Yeah.
He's in it too.
He is. Yeah. I didn't even know that. You said Michael B. Jordan even like has like a cameo role or whatever the case may be. So like, yeah, we just felt like it should be talked about, especially on this show.
So if like you're interested in like superheroes, like that, even if you're not, even if you want to try something, it's under kids TV, so it should be safe for your kids to watch. Yeah. So I mean, we haven't seen it yet. We'll watch it and all that kind of stuff like that. Yeah, we might talk about it. I mean, it's not animation, but I mean, it's still something we think is good culturally, for the culture.
1,000%. And then as we're going to wrap it up for the last segment, we have some like just news, I guess, anime, manga news, whatever the case may be. So, Aaron, what's going on? I know you have some things you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, so there's been this anime that's been circling on Twitter. Yeah. And if you follow us on Twitter, I actually added, the channel, whatever, added, me and Bo added, it's this new anime called Black Fox. And this one fight scene was hard. It was crazy. Yeah. It was crazy. And so, like, as news-wise, my question is, do you think Black Fox is going to take over this fall?
Well, definitely have to say, like, I seen on Twitter people were talking about, like, I think that tweet that you had showed me or whatever, and I seen a few people talking about it, like, they needed to fill the void after, like, Demon Slayer went off or whatever, and they were saying, like, yo, this, like, Black Fox looking like it's going to, like, fill that void. So I'm like, yeah, we could definitely see. And to that, I know it's not really, like, we didn't, like, mention it, like, pre-show, but I did see that people were talking about, like, the next gen, and maybe this would be something we could discuss, like, on a different topic, on a different episode, but they were saying, like, do you think, like which is going to be best next gen, like, does Demon Slayer have the potential to be better than My Hero Academia, or, like, My Hero Academia?
See, but I feel like, my thing is, again, this whole thing about comparing animes.
Yeah, true.
And I feel like, so My Hero, actually, but next gen, the best next gen anime. That's a whole episode. Yeah,
we can talk about that next
That's a whole episode
in itself.
But for Black Fox in general, as a new anime, so just for the season, I feel like if that one fight scene, if around it is enough, like there's good characters, if it has characters that you'd be attached to, you know what I mean? I feel like it can fill the Demon Slayer void, and I feel like it can challenge the continuing animes this season.
Yeah.
I feel it like, but the thing that's so heavy with my MHA season 4, right? Season 4. We got Food Wars season 4. We got Psychopaths season 3. And like there's so many good continuing anime. So, but I feel like if Black Fox is the full package that is looking like it is, that people are hyping it up to be, it could do it.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I never heard of Black Fox until people were talking about it on Twitter. So, yeah, it looks fire, to be honest.
Sure.
So we'll see what it is.
Next question, like this is news. News, in my opinion. Is that are there too many isekais? Because we're doing research for this episode, because you can't possibly watch every anime that comes out every season. So you automatically cross out some in your mind. You're like, this is gonna be garbage. You already know it. And I'm looking through and I see the anime. I see the anime. What's it called?
High School Prodigy.
Yeah, the High School Prodigy. High School Prodigies are still High School Prodigies in another world or something like that. And then there was another one where it was like, I asked for average skill set, not this, in the next life. And isekais are taking over. And
what's going on?
Are there too many of them? Like is it saturated? And like I said in the last episode, Sword Art Online started this, but SAO there were stakes and people could die and everything like that. Like at least there was something. Now, like last season, we had Is Your Mom a 2-hit combo in another world? Like
it's just so joke.
It's like
the titles of these animes be crazy.
And my thing is, are there too many?
Man,
because there are good ones like Slime and Shield Hero. Reincarnated Warrior Slime is a great anime.
Yeah, I heard it was a bang. I didn't watch it, but I heard it was good.
It's great. But
I heard Shield Hero is really good as well. Like for people who are really into isekai as a genre, like as a niche genre, whatever you want to call it, they probably love that stuff though. So like,
I feel like there's no niche for that. There's no niche. There is no niche for Is Your Mama 2-hit combo in another world. There's no niche.
The fact that even exists means that people are loving this. People gotta be. I'm not those people. I'm not people.
I don't.
People exist that are loving. High School Prodigies are still have life easy for them in another world. Like people love that. Like, just off that title alone, I don't care if somebody told me that anime was the most fire this season. I won't watch it.
It would take me so. I'll probably like start the first episode, turn it off.
Won't watch it.
I just
because I know myself. Like I'm not into that.
Like, it's gonna be trophies. The characters are gonna be garbage.
It's not gonna be funny. It's gonna try to be funny, but it's not gonna be funny.
No, like it's not gonna be Konosuba.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be a parody. And think the worst part is there have been isekais that did as well. Like you have the demon one where he works as fast food guy. It's on Netflix.
Devil a part-timer.
Devil's a part-timer. That's it, like a reverse isekai. The demons come to our world. My thing is, any of Recreators, which you haven't seen, and I've heard great things about, which is about like the guy, some person like writes stories and the heroes come to life in his world. And here's hard. And my thing is, you have those good ones. You have those good ones, right? Yeah. But you know what? Those are like one in an ocean of isekais per season. You know what? There's too many. That's all I'm gonna say. There's too many. And the last thing for me, I play video games. Like you said, I'm on YouTube and stuff like that. So the new trailer came out for My Hero Academia. One's Justice 2, and does it look good enough to buy? My opinion on that is no.
Really?
If
I've seen the trailer.
Yeah. My opinion on that is no. I'm anime only video game guy. Bo's the manga reader, webtoons. He actually knows more about certain stuff than I do when it comes to all that kind of stuff like that. But if you're looking for a good anime game that's a fighter, pick up Dragon Ball FighterZ. Go back to Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers, which didn't start as good, but has a great community now. and is getting better with every DLC release. Go back to Ninja Storm 4, which is still adding content to.
Amazing.
Do not pick up My Heroes 1 Justice 2.
Really?
Don't do it. It's the same game with more characters. They could just release DLC.
Like a package for it.
They could just release DLC. It's the same game so far. Now, when we get maybe they added more story centric things going on. We'll find out in a couple months. But from this trailer they released, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I'll watch the trailer, so we can definitely talk about that later. For me, just like some news to wrap up. Some quick things for me. Again, mentioned I'm a big manga guy, so I finished the Bleach manga like as it was coming out, so I finished that. But they just announced Viz Media on Twitter. At least that's where I saw it. So a Bleach novel just got announced for summer 2020 called Can't Fear Your Own World. I think that's like the name, gonna be the name. And basically, from what I can gather from the tweet, it takes place after the 1,000-year Blood War. So if you read the manga, you'll know what that is. But it takes place after that, and it does take place in the Soul Society. So I'm interested to see just what's gonna happen. Again, they didn't finish the animation for Bleach, but I love the manga. Bleach, so underrated, I think. But yeah, so I'm excited for that. And then Naruto, another novel, got announced summer 2020 as well, called Naruto Story Family Day. And I'm not really too sure what that's going to be about. I'm assuming it's going to take place as, like, with Boruto being born, Naruto being the Hokage, married to Hinata, all that good stuff. So I'm just excited just because it's Naruto. I love anything Naruto. And then, yeah, same thing with Bleach. It's just been a minute. I made like a reread Bleach just for fun, to be honest. But so we'll give you guys more news, or I'll give you guys more news, whatever, on the upcoming months episodes about what I can gather from those two. But yeah, so I'm really excited for those. But that's it for me. Do you have any things you want to say about like what we're gonna look to for next week?
So next week we're probably gonna talk about the new My Hero episode. Yeah, we'll get into Black Fox, which I mean had episode released around 8 hours ago. I believe Fire Force is on a hiatus, so we're gonna be talking about that. I believe so. I'm not sure. Yeah, Dr. Stone. I don't know if they're still going or not. I believe they are. Yeah, they are. Because there was an episode that came out. I just haven't seen it yet. So Dr. Stone, we'll talk about this week's episode and next week's episode. Okay.
And we're just gonna talk about horror anime. No?
Oh yeah. Next week. So I'm gonna tell you. In the spirit of Halloween. I'm not a scaredy cat like that, but I'm not a big horror. I think the biggest like gore anime I've seen, I can't even think of is, I don't know. I can't even think of the biggest gore anime. But we're gonna take the plunge. The only Halloween type anime I've watched is Soul Eater. That's the only one I've watched. Yeah, but you can crack Soul Eater's fun. So next week, for the next of the week, me and Bo, we're gonna take the plunge for you guys. We're gonna do it for you. Into some horror anime, some gore anime, or just some, even some feel good Halloween anime for your Halloween treats. You know what I mean? So you can sit back with your family or your loved one or yourself, because I do it by myself, and eat some candy corn or candy, whatever you like. Candy corn is delicious. Don't hate me. And watch some horror anime. Get you in the spirit of the season.
Yeah, facts. I have I read. There's like a few horror-ish webtoons I read that are actually they're pretty dope. So I could talk about those.
Yeah, and then like they have Jinjo Ito, whatever his name is. I'm butchering his name. I'm so sorry. He actually has a few of them, and he's like, I feel like he's probably like the not the ghost stories, like the I can't think of it, but like the American ghost stories we have, he's like the equivalent of that in Japanese, and he has a few animations for his, and I hear that's good.
That's pretty dope.
I hear it's crazy. I hear it's crazy. So gonna go ahead and check that. So we're taking the plunge next week for you guys for that. Also talking about new episodes, and I think that's probably we have a guest next week, or we're trying to get some guests on. So if it's not, we'll probably have one by the end of the month, and. For last words.
tweet us, DM us on Twitter, whatever the case may be. We'll definitely respond. We love to engage with people as much as possible. So, again, well, the Twitter will be linked in the show notes. I won't spell it out for you guys.
Yeah.
That'll be annoying. So,
yeah,
but definitely tweet us, DM us personally, tweet us personally, whatever the case may be, and we'll definitely respond, and we could talk about a lot of things. So, yeah.
I think my last word is going to be
Oh, brother.
Don't watch any isekais.
Oh, God.
Except for Sword Art Online Alicization. That's the only one you're allowed to watch. Every other one, ignore it. That's my last words for today.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.